And we are back in here
Yes,
one more time on Thursdays. Actually, sunny outside now. It was raining.
Finally.
It was raining crazy for like the past 3 hours. My guy to the right, Domo Rowe.
Yes.
Twitter, Instagram, Domo Rowe. Simple and plain.
Pretty much.
Me, Jerrell and Domo, we back. Focus TV Mailbag.
Mm-hmm.
A lot has happened in sports in a week where like nothing happened. I guess on the field or on the court.
Right.
A lot of like news. So first things first, we want to give a huge shout out to LeBron James.
Definitely.
Super game changer with the I Promise School Academy in Akron, Ohio. Initial thoughts.
Man, I love it. That's what we need more of. Our athletes, specifically black athletes, opening up their own schools. To give back to the youth in their communities. And it's a big thing because LeBron, he's a big athlete, he's a star athlete, but he does things like this that helps the kids be able to relate to him. Because a lot of times when you see star athletes and big athletes, they seem like Superman and Batman to the younger kids. It's like, oh, are they real? Like, what? They're like super heroes and stuff. So he's being relatable, and we need more of that. There's a lot of people who've done things like that. So I just like the fella said on the show on Tuesday, we need to, just like we give LeBron credit, everybody else, they don't have the same sponsors like he does.
And that's why it was such a bigger deal. Like for LeBron to do it, I mean, and kudos to him. But the first that I remember was Jalen Rose. Like I if you haven't read his autobiography, you should. It's a really good book. And I remember when he did it in 2011. Jalen Rose, one of the greatest college players ever, Fab Five and all, but in the league, not saying he was a bum, like he was a quality player.
Yeah, he was tough.
He did kind of outplay Kobe in the 2000 finals, but
then he got cooked.
Then
he admitted he injured them on purpose. So then he got scored 81 points.
81 points on his but he was a serviceable player in the league. Like he definitely was one of the best.
Looked like me a little bit.
Allegedly, see, we already going. So what, and his struggles with that, because this is a charter school, and his like LeBron's is grades K through 8,
right?
But starting on grades 3 and 4. Jalen's is 9 to 12, so he's focused on 9 to 12, and then what happens after you graduate, whether you go to military or whatnot. So to see Jalen's, like, I guess, kind of blueprint, and LeBron being the bigger star, able to get more sponsors, more things taken care of, take it a step further, is a beautiful thing.
It is.
So I definitely was pleased, and then shout out, Jalen Rose, not Jalen Rose, shout out Derrick Rose. He's starting a sponsorship too, a scholarship, and helping kids out. And the thing is, this has always been happening, but if we, the media, can shed more light to our fellow athletes who are doing these amazing things, then it wouldn't be that many bad news.
Hold them accountable.
Yeah, that's the key.
Said.
Hold them accountable. For all the good, we got to show all the good. And when there's bad, we got to show bad. But all we do is show bad. And it's like this whole desk is bad. And then that little like smudge is good.
Right.
And we can just cover up with more bad. But it's like, bro, like let's talk about it.
Yep.
They doing something dope. Let's commend them. Let's, give them a round of applause. Or at least not even commend them. Like, they don't do it for the accolades. They do it because they want to do it.
Right.
So let's at least shed light and see, like, okay, these are people who, they're not just like our superheroes on TV. They're touchable.
People.
Like we can access them, and through them we can further our growth and development. So I thought that was a huge look, this week.
And speaking of, like, you touched on Jalen Rose Leadership Academy.
All right, break it down.
You said it was founded in 2011.
Right.
It's tuition free.
Right.
Open enrollment high school, and it serves 410 scholars in the northwest side of Detroit.
Yeah,
and
it's home there.
The great David Robinson, if you all don't know who that is, you should know who that is.
The Admiral.
Yep, the Admiral. He started the George W. Carver Public Charter School, and that serves students in kindergarten through 6th grade. So that's just two people who want to touch on. There's millions of other athletes who've done things.
I think LeBron doing it, and then him doing it while in the league, is one thing to do it like Jalen and David, respectfully. They did it after they retired. Like, LeBron's still playing at a ridiculously high level. So for him to do it, that's like saying the year Jordan made Space Jam, I'm building a school. You be like, fam, Jordan made Space Jam and built the school. Like, you see how that sounds. So it's the fact that LeBron was able to do it while still playing, while not on his final legs. Is like, okay, he's still the guy, and then the guy does something with the spotlight on him. You know, is when you have that light on you, you want to do your best, right? Because that's what we'll remember most. So, you know, you look at Kobe, when he was his best, you know, people argue it was wasted on poor teams. Because when he was averaging 35 a game, they were either a first-round exit or not making the playoffs. So when you're at your best, that's when everyone's keying on you. So when they're keying on you, make the most of that moment, because not everyone get that moment.
Nope.
Once you have it, own it, because once it's gone, it's not coming back. Yeah, shout out Drake. But yeah, that's my take on the whole humanitarian effort. It's incredible, and also again, we need held accountable. KD won the award, the Community Service Player of the Year award, and did no one talk about it.
And it was mentioned somewhere on Instagram, and all you look in the comments, and all you seen was the snake emoji.
Cupcake. It's like, bro,
snake.
The man literally paid for like 6 students like full ride. They don't have to worry about nothing.
And
they broke down on stage and like cried, like hugged and cried. It was a beautiful moment.
Bigger than basketball, people.
It's bigger than life, man. Bigger than rap. You know, so I salute all the athletes who go noticed and unnoticed to do their part to make the community a better place, so that way people coming up can be better than what they are.
Right.
So hand clap. And then we're going to take a left turn here. Tristan Thompson, Draymond Green. They allegedly got into a scuffle. Shannon Sharp said a 2-piece combo. Like we had Popeyes.
Shout out to Popeyes. I just had that 4-piece fries and a biscuit.
I think I had Popeyes yesterday.
I need to stop eating at Popeyes, but shout out to Popeyes.
You haven't lived Domo until you go to New Orleans on Canal Street.
I need to go there.
When I tell you, it is a life-changing experience.
I bet it is.
Like I converted some doubters into believers. Than that one trip. I roll cats who think Bojangles is better, and we pray for them every day. But when they went to Canal Street, he was healed.
He was healed.
He understood.
He was baptized.
Amen. So back to the main topic. Draymond Green and Tristan. Draymond said a lot of things on the court during the NBA Finals over the past few years.
And then off the court after that, he kept talking trash.
There's a lot of different reports. You have Pablo Torre, who heard some sources. You had the actual reports itself, and then you had Draymond kind of downplaying it, like, oh, y'all just laughing at these rumors. I mean, they got to do something. LeBron left anyway, So what do you think? Would you have done what Tristan did? Would you do what Draymond did and allegedly apologize? Or, I don't know. There was a lot that took place. I want to see a video.
Me too.
We in the era of videos. How was there no video? I know how there wasn't a video, but I want a video.
And in D.C., It's a term we use now.
Okay, what's
and
that
term? Is man time.
Man, I never heard that a day in my life. I guess I'm not in D.C. enough.
Tristan Thompson was on his man time. Draymond was talking all that trash. Like, it's one thing to keep it on the basketball court. Talk your trash on the basketball court. It's cool. Then Draymond left the basketball court in an interview, the exit interview at a party. Kept talking about Tristan Thompson, calling him soft. So, I mean, in the party, who knows how Draymond might have walked up to Tristan Thompson, or his vibe might have not been – it might have still been a Draymond Green type of vibe, the way we see him on the court. So, Tristan Thompson, look, you're not going to walk up. But if I think of you a certain way and you walking up towards me or you around me, it doesn't matter. If you're not walking up with a certain type of vibe, you're going to have to get checked. And Tristan was probably in that mode, and he was like, look, this Draymond right here, he walked up to me. Oh, he still think I'm soft? I'm going to show him. Roy Jones, 2-piece. And drinks were probably around. You never know what might have.
They said that, KD and Bron broke it up because this is like SP party. That's what I'm like. Yeah,
that's a crazy 1-2 combination.
Yeah, that's just it's wild. But if Pablo Torre's side is accurate, he was like, LeBron, LeBron's LeBron. LeBron had multiple parties. So the first party, Draymond sees Tristan. Draymond talks smack. And then in the second party, it happened again. And then that's when it's just like, yeah. I mean, if I got the ring, you can't say nothing to me.
Yeah, but we still humans. We still men at the end of the day.
No, I know we still men. I'm not going,
keep faking.
Fake on you, but at the end of the day, I would have left on the court. Truth be told.
You got to. And if it's off the court, be funny with it. Be jokeful with it.
But, people fake. Like, they not real.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want that smoke, man.
No smoke.
No smoke. So, I just thought it was interesting. I will hope a video comes out, but... Again,
he better hope a video don't come out. Talk about Twitter meme.
Oh, I mean, but it's cool because then when they play the Cavs, that'll probably be his only thing. You might see a dirty play. It will be. And then that'll be that. Tristan will feel away, and it is what it is.
The NBA needs more of that. They need to let him fight on the court too.
I mean, yeah, but we in the air. Nah, we can't do no more. Nah. As dope as that was for us kids, nah, we don't need that.
I was watching that game too. I remember watching that.
I wasn't watching the game. I saw where it was like a wild brawl was the I saw in real time the Nuggets.
The Nate Robinson.
Yeah,
Carmelo.
I saw that joint live. I was like, fam, like this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see the Mouths of the Palace live. I just happened to come on. As soon as the game ended, I just turned on SportsCenter. I was like, oh, this is wild. Like, man, can you imagine if that happened in the Twitter era?
Man, what?
The memes that would have came
out. A lot of
out.
things that happened back then. Ben Wallace and Ron Artest would have met a word piece. My bad. They would have been superstars in this time. Twitter was back out back then.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That would have been crazy.
See how bad J.R. Smith getting it.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're preaching in the choir. So is there any more basketball, or you want to segue to football, man?
We can go ahead and segue to football.
First things first.
Actually,
wait. All right, break it down.
Before we do that, the basketball, did you see what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was talking about?
Oh, there is no GOAT?
There is no GOAT.
I mean, but you got to understand, like, if you really want to be real, you look at, okay, LeBron's the most hyped athlete in our time, right? Kareem may be the most hyped athlete ever. The only reason that makes LeBron different is because it's more modern, so there's more, like, I guess, technology.
It's in your face, too. It's the now.
Kareem was a 7-foot center out of New York City and was the #1 overall player.
And he was that guy in high school.
He was that guy. He was playing college. Wilt Chamberlain in high school at Rutgers.
He used to sleep on Wilt Chamberlain's couch in high school.
At the Rutgers. Like, he was playing. So then you go from there. Then I go to college.
UCLA.
I win 3 straight titles. Go to the league, win a title with Oscar, and then I win 5 with Magic. Along with 6 MVPs.
And played for so long.
Played almost 20 years.
Patented sky hook.
The single greatest, most unstoppable move in the history of basketball.
And talk about LeBron opening his school. What Kareem did back in his time.
Yeah, in terms of activism. Like
with Ali and...
Yeah, and Jim Brown.
Yep.
Kareem could really say, like, hey, yo, I'm the GOAT. And then who got the most points right now? It's still Kareem.
Yep.
Like, he could really do that. So... I understood his point. I think he just want to make peaceful, like, yeah, there is no GOAT because it's different eras.
Kind of did what Kobe did not too long ago. Came on Twitter, said, man, just enjoy the game.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, your ego's going to say one thing, but realistically, it's different eras. Like,
and that's what he said. He said, it's hard to say who the GOAT is because we've all played in different eras.
Different rules,
different teams, different situations. So, I don't know. To me, honestly, if we're speaking logically, there is no such thing as a GOAT, but the GOAT talk, that just makes for a good press, barbershop talk, blog talk, all of that. So they say it's not. I was listening to a podcast and they said Kareem, he was saying it, but the only problem they had with it is it's boring. It's not fun. And
it's not.
That's where Kareem comes from. He doesn't come from an era where
it's fun. He comes from truth.
Right. He comes from truth, what it is, what it really is. So. There really isn't a GOAT, but there is a GOAT. We all know who that GOAT is, of course. I mean, because, a lot of when we speak of the GOAT, a lot of people say, "Oh, he has all of these stats," but if they have all the stats, they might not have won as much. Bill Russell, he won 11 rings, but he averaged 18 and endless rebounds, and he has endless records, but he doesn't have all of the stats to back it up. But he has all of the rings. Then you got LeBron. LeBron, he kind of in the middle. He has a little bit of both, but there are some things that people can use against him. Kobe as well. But then you got Jordan, and Jordan, he has the stats and he has the rings. So to me, he's the GOAT. But all in all, they're all great players. You know.
Nah, I mean, to me, growing up, I was always an avid reader.
Definitely.
I feel like if there was one highlight tape I would have loved to watch or loved to see in real time, I would have loved to see Wilt Chamberlain. Like, to me, the things I was reading about him as an athlete, Wilt was a different level of greatness.
So to get into that, I like that you just brought that up. Give me, because I know you're a crazy sports fan.
Yeah.
Can you give me 5 players that you haven't watched play that you would have loved to watch play?
Wilt is definitely number
basketball or football, honestly.
Wilt might be number one that I didn't see play.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to see. Walter Payton's still my favorite football player.
That's crazy you say that. I loved his book when I was younger.
Yeah, like
Sweetness.
I would love to see Walter play in real time.
Definitely.
I would love to see Barry in real time.
Barry.
Too. Like I mean, we were born, but we weren't like
really into
now.
the game. We didn't really understand it.
So I would say those 3 for sure, and then someone else from basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. J.
Oh,
I would love to see the doctor live.
Behind that rim layup.
And who else? I think in terms of like football, I'm trying to see one more where I'm like, man, if we could have witnessed like that's greatness. I don't know. I'll keep it Chicago, man. Gale Sayers.
Gale, that's something I would have never thought I would hear anybody our age say.
Like, again, when I tell you, I used to
like
read like all these books and just memorize their stats and everything. Like Walter, I need a Walter Payton jersey. Like I need a Walter Payton jersey, and like if you ever read the accomplishments of Wilt Chamberlain,
oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Like he really might be my favorite athlete. Like the man did everything.
Track, basketball,
triathlon. Like his strength, like Wilt, and then like, Wilt was skinny, like bro.
And I had an argument in my group chat not too long ago where they were talking about, I brought up, they were talking about Wilt and Shaq, and all they say is Wilt played against 6'10" white boys, and he wasn't stronger than Shaq, and I'm saying no. Shaq even said it himself. Wilt, it was a beast, but people don't like to read. YouTube is there, Google is there.
Wilt was lifting up cars.
He bench pressed like what, 500, 600. Shaq was never in premium shape.
Dude, Wilt was a specimen for a long time. Like, if people really read and you look at Wilt Chamberlain, the reason, and then this is my last thing on Wilt, the reason we shoot free throws the way we shoot free throws is because Wilt Chamberlain used to dunk his free throws. He used to dunk his free throws, and they was like, you can't do that. Not like run and jump. I mean, just leap. Like
block shots, they changed that because of him.
Literally, we shoot our free throws differently because of Wilt Chamberlain. Like, we can't imagine I'm so athletically gifted that I can just leap, do like a jump frog leap. I don't have a running start. I can just dunk my free throws.
You know anything about, shout out to my brother Booby, big homie Booby. He said Bo Jackson.
Yeah, no, Bo was another one I was going to mention. Like
baseball and football, right?
The man is 250 and ran a 4.12.
I didn't know he was that. I mean, I knew he was big, but at 250, and he was all muscle.
He ran a 4.12, bro.
That's sick. Imagine that coming straight at you.
Dude, a dude who ran a 4.12, and you knew it wasn't steroids. Like, because remember, he had his time right before the steroid era. So you knew that was all God's gift.
All God's gift.
Like, I remember I was watching you watch You Don't Know Bo. When he was with the Raiders, Marcus Allen.
Great Marcus Allen.
Was the starting running back. Bo was so supremely gifted. Marcus Allen was his fullback. How do I make arguably a top 10 running back ever my fullback? Because I'm that nice.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, so no, definitely Bo. If people really read up on that stuff, you find a lot of cool things. Definitely. Man. A lot of cool things.
Well, my 5, I'm gonna give was that 5?
Yeah, that was it. 5? That was my 5.
So mine, I'm gonna gotta say Wilt Chamberlain. This is in no order, but Wilt is still, we don't even have to say too much anymore about that. My next would be, I would have loved to see Kareem play as well. I go back and watch so many highlights, but I'm a big fan of legendary players. And when I say Kareem, I wish I could have watched him play as Lou Alcindor, young Kareem going against Wilt. Those battles, I go on YouTube a lot and just watch them two go at it. So Lou Alcindor, Kareem. The next one, I would say I wish I could have seen John Riggins play that whole 80s Redskins, really. I'm not just going to say Riggins. I'm going to say that the Hogs, John Riggins, because, I'm a Redskin fan because of that era. My grandfather, that's my number one guy. That's who I look up to. He's a Redskin fan. So growing up in the house, all I see is Redskin things. That's why I hate when Eagles fans say, you've never seen your team win a Super Bowl.
I've
so
watched
it doesn't count.
highlight tape so many times.
Exactly.
I could quote it for you, man.
Me too.
So, Riggins definitely.
Yes, Riggins.
If you were to meet John Riggins right
Jacoby.
now, I know you'd probably be like, hey, yo, I met John Riggins.
Riggins.
Your whole family would be like, for real? Like,
yep. Art Monk, Gary Sanders, all of them guys.
Yeah.
Number 4. I would have to say, well, you already say Barry, so I'm not gonna say Barry. I would want to say Jim Brown.
Yeah.
That power. I looked up to Walter Payton a lot growing up. I read the books, But Jim Brown, he was something.
Was a beast,
looking at those highlights, and he didn't play endless years, but the years he played, he was a beast. Like just running past you, running over you.
He should have been the first Black Heisman, right?
Really? Yeah. Who won it?
Ernie Davis.
Ernie Davis won it. Ernie Davis.
Like Ernie Davis was Jim's replacement.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he come to the same team.
Yeah, but then he died of
right.
Was it leukemia?
Mm-hmm.
He had leukemia. But like if you look up Jim Brown college, and then also what people don't realize, they said Jim Brown was also the greatest lacrosse player.
Definitely was in that time.
Like still now, like they don't want I watch lacrosse occasionally when it's on. They said Jim was just that much better than everybody.
And that's in the 50s, 60s.
Yeah, in the 50s. And they still say now,
yes,
like, yo, sick. No one's better than him. That was 60 years ago.
And my last one is Len Bias. I would have, he's from our area. He's from Landover, Maryland. Just as people say, he was jumping over the roof. He had a jump shot. He could do everything. They say Len Bias was really that guy. And that's hard to believe because Jordan is, Jordan to us. So for them to say Len Bias could have been something greater, they say we see LeBron now. My uncles used to always tell me, we see LeBron now. I wish you should have been able to see him, Len Bias play. He was doing some of the things LeBron's doing now.
I give you a fact on Len. I was watching some documentary not so long ago. Larry Bird was like, seeing Len's workout, I was going to retire after his rookie year. Like, I knew we were going to win. We were going to win it all. And then I would have retired and just let him have the reins.
Mm-hmm. That's sick.
That's crazy. Larry Bird said that.
Larry
Legend said that. So that's some fun fact. And before we get off basketball, yo, man, salute to the WNBA.
Definitely. People, I love that you brought that up.
Like, it was dope, man. I didn't see the whole game, but the clips I saw, going covering games with Wilson, I've gotten to see Maya Moore a couple of times in person.
That same thing with me last year.
She's so unstoppable.
And you get to really respect the women's game. I'm not going to say I like it better than the NBA because I probably don't, but I kind of respect their game more than the NBA game because when you go live,
fundamentally sound.
All fundamentally sound.
All fundamentally sound.
There's not. I mean, it's like they're evolving now. So now they got the crossovers, they got the Domo roll step backs, they got all of that in their games now. And
Lord have mercy.
I'm telling you, Mystics, I couldn't play for y'all, but coaching staff get me. I practice with y'all.
Nah, like to see the All-Star game and just to turn out like I think, and I said this on Twitter.
Packed.
I said this on Twitter, and I think I'm really gonna do it. If not this year, next year. We need to bring out the WNBA jersey wave.
And I just seen that on Twitter. They said people are asking Nike for it, so they need to go ahead and get on it.
You know how dope that'd be if we pull up like at a party with like a WNBA jersey?
All I would need is a Shamika Holesclaw jersey.
You fire, bro. Like that's fire.
Shamika Holesclaw.
Nah, give me the Cheryl Swoops.
Oh, Swoops.
Give me the Cheryl Swoops.
Teresa Weatherspoon.
Teaspoon.
Shout
out my homegirl Jasmine. She posted the WNBA finals when there was the New York Liberty and the Houston Comets.
That full court shot.
Yo, I saw that live,
sick.
bro.
That was sick.
Bro.
I remember I was in elementary school.
I remember jumping up like, just yo, Teresa Weatherspoon, like, yo, I would get her jersey off that alone.
Definitely.
I would get her jersey. I would get Lisa Leslie jersey.
Got to.
Who else jersey would I get?
I would get Elena Beard jersey.
Yeah.
Just because I was really coming of age. I was probably in middle school, and it was her and Lindsey Whalen.
Honestly, I get a Christy Tolliver Maryland jersey.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I get her
Candace
jersey.
Parker college jersey.
Candace Parker, everything, bro. Like that's. I'm a Candace Parker fan. Yo.
Definitely,
like,
man. I'm gonna marry that woman one day.
Man, nah, I'm fighting you. I'm fighting you. Like, yo, I love Candace Parker. So, nah, that definitely needs to be a wave. But, you know, you had, like, their whole All-Star weekend was dope.
It was lit. Quigley won the 3-point competition. I watched that whole thing.
29. No guys ever hit 29 in a round.
Mm-mm. And you know, in my group chat, I'm a shout y'all out now. I wouldn't even call it a shout out. Day, Deshaun, my good man GQ, all my good Morgan State men. You know, in the chat, we got a infamous group chat. It's crazy, full of my good New York men. But you know, they go on to say, oh, the WNBA is so boring, or they not dunking, or they bring up little clips of them doing different stuff, or you know. I bring up Deladon and stuff and all of these names that they don't watch the WNBA, but they're quick to say, oh, the WNBA is boring or it's not fun to look at. It's not entertaining. You have to really watch the game. It's for basketball fans.
If you're a basketball fan,
exactly.
And you can find like the male comparison. I remember the first season I was with Wilson doing my Mono Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Every home game I went to, we won.
Mm-hmm. Facts. And I told him that too.
Every home game we went to, we won until I saw the Chicago Sky come in town. And Wilson was like, you know what, Jerrell, I want you to do camera work. So I'm baseline. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, I've never been this close to a game. Like to any game.
You would think they will.
And Della Dawn could not miss. It was like she was like Dirk in 07. Just floater, cash. Fade away, cash.
I love seeing her
and
play.
it was just like, dude, why can't we stop her?
Imagine if we had Misa Min this year. I watched both of them play live. Misa Min is a dog.
Dog.
We would be even better this year.
Offensively, we would be a cheat code.
Why do you think people don't respect the WNBA game, though?
I think there's no athleticism, and, like, their dunks aren't, like, flashy. So, like, if you see one of them dunk, and I can attest, seeing Brittany Griner dunk in real life is a life-changing experience. Because you're like, oh, Brittany about to do a lay. Oh, she just dunked. Oh, my goodness. And all the girls, But they don't, like, one clear example. I remember Maya Moore doing a fast break, right? It's like 3-on-1 or whatever. And I think they try to shoot a three on some, like, Golden State type stuff, right? Maya catches it off the rebound. Like, off the rebound, she's midair. If it's NBA, I'm cocked back, yam. But, like, she caught it and kind of came down and then did, like, a finger roll. Still fire, but you were expecting, like, oh, yeah, she about to. Oh, wait, they don't really dunk. That's the only thing. But from an
and I don't care too much about that, you know. I mean, the dunks are exciting, but.
Yeah, it's the truth.
If you're a fan of the game, and you love, like, I can appreciate watching the Spurs play. A lot of people can't appreciate it. But, you know, playing basketball, you know, in the WNBA game is, you know, screens and plays are really getting called. And you got down screens. You got pick and rolls.
It's incredible to watch. If you like basketball, it's definitely the way to go. So that's something. I had to give a quick shout out to the WNBA.
Definitely.
Man.
Shout out to the Mystics.
Yes, sir. Football, we here. And it's finally upon us, man. Hall of Fame game is tonight. Thought it would be like on a Sunday, but it's tonight.
Right.
Bears, Ravens. You know, we got RG3, we got Lamar Jackson, we got Flacco. Hey, and then for the Bears, shout out my man Tariq. You know, A&T Aggie Proud. We here year 2.
Y'all see the shirt?
Yeah, HBCU and chill, man. Let them know. You know, so football's here, bro.
Yes, finally.
It's here, man. We've been talking about it a long time.
How long I've been waiting for football season?
It's back, man.
I love basketball season, but it's nothing like football
Every
time.
game matters.
Every game
matters.
That Sunday, I love that Sundays when
you
can
know,
just chill.
Like my girl, she already know. Like when it's football, don't call me. Like if we have a 1:00 game, do not call me. If we're winning, I'll call you. If we lose, console me, because that's how I feel. If it's a 4:00 game, all right, cool. You know, around 3:50, we gotta get off. And it's a late game, all right. We gonna wrap the whole day.
So she must be sick at you.
Yeah, nah, she don't like it. Like we gotta have a bye week or something. Then we could do brunch. Cause if we got a game at 1, she like, let's do brunch. No, but they gonna have the TV on. I'm cool.
Oh, see, I don't have those problems. You know, I'm a single man. Ladies, come holler at me though. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Domo Row, DOMO. Tell your friend. But,
single go smack. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't hear that from me. That's like 07 DMV.
But nah, like I think I'm hype. I know I just want to see. I want to definitely see what RG3 does and what Lamar does.
Mm-hmm. Lamar.
I think Flacco's gonna have a good year if he stays healthy.
Cause he got that backup looking, but he got to look behind him, kind of like what Alex Smith did last year.
Yeah, but when you stay healthy, like Flacco hasn't been healthy in the last 2-3 years.
And he hasn't had any weapons on offense.
Now he has weapons, so it should be a fun year for the Ravens. I'm not saying they're going Super Bowl or nothing like that, but they should definitely be way more competitive than they've been the last 2 years.
Right.
So, I'm intrigued. I want to see what the Bears do. You know, you got a little bit more pieces. They've added more depth defensively. I definitely like their young defense.
Definitely.
I want to see how Mitch Trubisky.
He has a running back. You know, he has Allen Robinson as a wide receiver now.
Yeah, like it's gonna be solid. So look out for that. That's gonna be the first game. And while we talking about the Hall of Fame game, the Hall of Fame is here, man. I watched the NFL Vault. Shout out NFL Vault. They did like a 22-minute TO highlight reel. Guess who watched all 22 minutes? This guy. And it was amazing.
Lit. And that's crazy because this is like the first class where it's really the people that
we grew up on.
Yes,
you got crazy. T.O., you got Randy, you got Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins. Like those five guys that we played with in Madden, that we were like doing trades in free agency.
Or in the backyard doing the Ray Lewis dance or the Brian Dawkins dance.
Or hey, yo, let's play Moss, bro. All right,
Moss. Bet. And it's crazy. I didn't know kids still say Moss.
Yeah.
You know, I'm outside with my kids almost every day, and they still say how Moss do. And they're like 7, 8 years old. So that lets you know. They don't know nothing about Randy Moss probably, but they know the word Moss. They know
Moss. Like, hey, we're going to go on the bat and play Moss. Someone throw it up in the air, and we're going to just out-jump each other. So to see that Hall of Fame, man, is going to be beautiful. And I'm saying it now, Ray Lewis' speech is going to be one of the greatest things ever heard by man, bro. He's had 5 years to come up with this speech. You know his, like, if you ever want to be inspired, watch Ray Lewis mic'd up. Dog. It's so incredible.
Ride. Tonight is the night we ride with drummers and hummers inside. He got many things.
My favorite quote by Ray Lewis ever, and it was, you can look it up. Ray Lewis was against the Bucks. It was like, you can't touch this. I'm a machine, jerk. That's my favorite Ray Lewis quote. Like, if I could get like a Ray Lewis picture on my wall, it would have that and then that quote right there.
But T.O. might have the greatest. You know, I love me some me. Get your popcorn ready, all of that.
Y'all hate to love me.
Uh-huh.
You know, so it's definitely going to be dope. I wish T.O. would be there. I'm definitely eager to hear his speech.
Me too, especially because it's at his
alma mater.
Yes,
so that's gonna be cool. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Football is back. Redskins, we here.
Training camp.
It's coming.
I've been following.
Yo, Josh Dawson been cooking, bro.
He has. Mo Harris has been cooking, but they say Josh Dawson's really looking like that guy,
like he's supposed to be. And I figured, and Darius Geis solid too.
Geis, baby, that guy.
Bro, the Geis, man.
Yep. I like that one.
Yeah. You know, I gotta come with it. Oh, the guy. So, I'm excited. People are like, oh, y'all gonna be trash. I'm like, okay. All we gotta do is stay healthy, and everything gonna take care of itself, bro. Everything gonna take care of itself, man.
Man, I'm looking forward. I'm loving this training camp. They saying, you know, Alex Smith is bringing something different. You know, DJ Swearinger actually added Kirk Cousins. Not on Twitter, literally, but he said Alex Smith is bringing something from a leadership standpoint that we didn't have last year. And he said, however y'all want to take it, that's what it is. But a lot of people are bigging up Alex Smith. They say Josh Dawson is getting better because of the relationship that Alex Smith has with him. He's talking to him after every catch. He's saying, yo, this is what you did. This is what you could have done better. Alex Smith is doing that to all the players, even the defense. So I'm loving it, man.
The person's going to have a crazy year. I think
Crowder. They saying that's his favorite weapon.
Yeah, Crowder's going to have a crazy year. And if all we need is really Paul Richardson to stretch the field. Because if he stretches the field, then that leaves Crowder one-on-one. And then Reed one-on-one. And if they're one-on-one, then you have an island.
And then you got Dotson.
An island with Dotson, all you got to do is throw it up.
And that's his role.
Cash. Straight cash. Straight up.
I'm telling you. Then we got the offensive lines crazy. And then we got a running game. People don't know how much a running game is. I'm not going to big him up yet. People are saying he's going to be great. And I really believe he is. You know, he's doing good things. His energy is great. But having a running game is something big. I'm telling you, can't stack 9 in that box.
What makes it even better is guys can do more than just run.
You can catch.
Then you got Chris Thompson,
who's
the best third down back in football. So when they're together, that's gonna be wonderful.
It's crazy.
That's going to be wonderful.
Yep.
Dog. So I'm excited, man. Football is here. We back. Head of the Redskins.
HTT, y'all. Octavia, we coming for y'all.
Hey, wait. I know you saw the shirt on Twitter. Did you see the Caucasian Redskins
I did.
shirt?
I put that in the group. In my group
so
chat.
what you feel about that, bro? What you feel about that shirt, man?
You got to be a confident person to do that, first of all, and you got to know how to handle yourself.
If you wore that in D.C., that would have been fire. But wearing that in New York, like downtown Manhattan.
And he put a disclaimer on it at the end. He said, disclaimer, I am a very big guy, and I can handle myself. So.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, he wasn't going to get no mob. He wasn't like down south in like Alabama or something.
Oh, nah.
Then it's like, oh, we got to work. You in New York. Ain't no one going to touch you like that.
But, I mean, it's the reaction that he got is the reason he wore the shirt. So, I liked it. I probably wouldn't wear it myself. But, I don't know. I appreciate him doing that. I appreciate somebody doing something like that.
I still want the joint that Bomani wore.
What did he wear?
You didn't see it wasn't recent. He had like Indian shirt. I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna show you while we go to our next joint. But
I kind of feel like I remember something like that. But if you do something like that, of course it has to be for a reason, a purpose. I'm more of an action type of guy when it comes to things and of that nature. But shout out to him for doing that. You need people like that to bring awareness to situations like that.
That's a shirt that Bomani.
Oh, I do remember this.
Yeah.
I do remember this.
So,
and I mean, Redskins, they're not gonna change the name, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a conversation starter that was worth having. So
and that's all what it's about.
Absolutely. So is there anything else?
Do you think Lamar Jackson could take Joe Flacco's job
now,
or will he? Or how long will that take?
To the Raven fans I've spoken with, I think they're all on the same page. They don't want him to, unless he has to. And by has to, meaning Flacco gets hurt. If Flacco is healthy, let Flacco ball out and just let Lamar just watch. Let him watch and learn and grow. Only throw him in the fire if he has to go in the fire. Do I think he will? I think his talent is far more supreme than Flacco.
And if he could be 2018, it's kind of like how in the NBA, you got the younger players, they come in a little bit more ready now than they did in the past. So, I mean, if he can put a Deshaun Watson performance on every game, why not? But, me living in Baltimore for 5 years, knowing so many good Baltimore men, shout out to my good man Chris, was my Bob out Baltimore, real good dude. Hit him up, but they don't appreciate Joe Flacco. I'm telling you, he needs to be benched or
they turned on him after he won the ring.
He just throws stuff, And when you bring the ring up, they say, "Oh, well, he had to help." Ray Lewis really won that, or Anquan Bolden really was that guy during that.
Anquan, on the other hand,
he was going crazy. But I mean, he has a Super Bowl. Respect that man.
And an MVP, Super Bowl
MVP. So, I mean, it might be time for him to pack it up soon anyway. So this may be like a Alex Smith year when he had Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. It's like Joe's going to ball because Joe wants another contract. So Joe's definitely going to ball because other people are going to see his tape.
Right.
But Lamar is the heir apparent, and that's clear as day.
And they need that dual threat.
Also, speaking of more, I guess his divisional rival in the Steelers. You see the new Madden? You hear about what happened with Madden?
The soundtrack?
Soundtrack, man. So let me break it down for the people that don't know. Madden, I think, come out this week. And on the soundtrack, Big Bank, YG, his album will drop tomorrow, actually, featuring Big Sean, Nicki Minaj. And Big Sean had a line in there where he mentions Kaepernick. And Madden bleeped out the line.
They might as well not put the song on there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we bleeping out people's names when just, 4 games ago, he was one of your best players, right?
Pretty much. He definitely was.
That's crazy, bro.
That's very crazy. And, I mean, but you got to look at it. Who runs things, their sponsors, they probably would have had a problem with that name being said. So, I don't know. We all know what's really
And then
happening.
since speaking on, the touchy subject, how you feel about these Cowboys, man? I think it's the funniest, most beautiful thing ever. Like,
shout out to my good man Maul Raw, great photography in a gang. They call Ezekiel Elliott Lil Easy Zeke, crop top shawty.
I can see the crop top shawty 100%. But
crop top shawty.
You got Jerry Jones being Jerry Jones,
of course.
And it's to me it's beautiful. It's like watching a wonderful train wreck
going down.
And then you got Dak out here, saying, yeah, we're gonna stand and we're gonna do this. I'm like, cool. All that karma go your way, my brother. All of it. Because I'm here for that. I'm here for what's going on in Ohio State. Not the actual allegation. I never want no one.
Oh, with Urban Meyer.
Yeah, with like the whole domestic violence thing. But the whole, like, if Ohio State burning the ground, I'm with it. I never liked Ohio State.
Right.
I never liked Urban Meyer. So that whole ship could tank, and I'm going to be sitting there like, cool.
Big facts.
So it's a lot going on. Again, for nothing to actually happen, there was a lot going on.
And it's them two individuals, of course they're Cowboys, but I don't wish anything bad upon them. But they sinking their own ship, man.
And it's wonderful.
And that's what Cowboys do. Y'all don't do anything. Y'all haven't won anything since y'all last Super Bowl. Y'all probably got 1 or 2 playoff wins. Two, that's it. And they've come recently, and it wasn't a catch. Y'all owner is terrible. He's still doing. Y'all owner's y'all coach, and y'all coach doesn't do anything. He's a puppet.
No, he is a puppet. 100%.
Y'all released Dez Bryant. Now who are your wide receivers? Gallup. Nobody's heard of him.
All I will say, Hearn was
Allen Hurns. He had 1 good year, and that was when Allen Robinson had a straight year.
Hearns is straight, but everybody else ain't like.
Tavon Austin, he cool. He one of my good yos, but we ain't worried about him.
Terrence Williams is blah.
We ain't worried.
Tavon, my man, but Tavon never really produced. He give you like 1 or 2 good games.
Your your 68-year-old tight end just retired on you.
Right, and then what? Cole Beasley. We're supposed to really fear Cole Beasley.
We not worried about him.
We not. Look,
Randy Gregory's back, but who knows what he's gonna do if he can't stay off the weed. Y'all are garbage. HTT all day.
Gang. All right, before we go, man, hey, now you talk. Domo always loves to big up himself. I'm a big up myself. You see that little kid like me, bro?
Oh,
I never had dreads, but the ability to stop on a dime and cut back, that young, that reminded me back in the day, bro.
And he was sick.
Saucy.
Little kid. He got a future if he
can keep playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep his head in the books.
Hey, I just want to say, for those who don't know, Florida produces some of the greatest football talent
ever. Oh, yeah.
Because that's a Florida boy, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. He runs in fields with his shoes off.
Like, did you... My man had other little kids running into each other. And it was just like, boop, boop. And you're like, how did he do that?
Looking like a Sam's baller. Shout out to y'all.
So, yeah, I just had to give a big shout out to that. I think we're pretty much done, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got some shout outs, so I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah, got some shout outs. So, of course, shout out to the good man Sam's Ballers. They on the Instagram live checking it out. Shout out to them. They some hoopers, y'all. Check them out. So, I'm shout out to my good man Lamont. His Instagram name is CEO Lamont. So he has an event coming up on August 24th. And the event is presented by OG Ark. He's an up-and-coming rapper. So August 24th, 11 to 4 p.m., it's for the kids. There will be free food, free backpacks, free haircuts, moon bounce, games, and more. So come check us out. My good man, Davey Ruffin, he will be there,
Is he related to David Ruffin?
Nah, that's his comedian name.
Oh, okay. I'm about to be like, you see Dave, you see D in a Ruffin, you're like, for real, Temptations back? Like, when that happened?
Shout out to my good man Davey Ruffin, up and coming comedian. Came a long way. Really, real DC man. Came a long way. Doing this comedian thing. He's coming up. So shout out to him. Then next we have DC vs Baltimore game. At August 11th at Ballou High School, hosted by the Crime Stopper, Akil Carr, and my good man Jimmy Jenkins, DC's son. So there would be 4 games. There would be an AAU game at 1:00. High school game after that, a Legends game, and then a pro game. So we're bringing DC, Baltimore together for a good cause. 2 men from the toughest sides of this city, bringing it together, come check it out. I'll be there helping out. A lot of celebrities, local celebrities, big celebrities. You never know who's going to be there. Some special guests. So shout out to Manpower DC with that. Next, we got, Airball. Go on YouTube and type in Airball the movie. It is starring DC comedians O-Dog, my good man Davey Ruffin, my good man Drama Sets In, Aoi. Shout out to my good man Loso, T.O.B. Loso, hey. Davey Ruffin, I said, and my good man Jimmy Jenkins, along with the Manpower DC Summer Camp Youth. If you go look at it, you may see me. I might be in there for like 5-10 seconds. Go check that out. But shout out to Airball. And also, I had the chance to interview my good man Jimmy Jenkins yesterday. So go check that out. That's coming out soon. It may be out already on YouTube, and the title is Talking Manpower DC with CEO Jimmy Jenkins. And I was doing the interview, and it showcases Manpower DC Summer Camp, all the different components of it, from cheerleading to basketball to the sponsors to what motivated him to start it. And the producer, the director of that, check his Instagram out. It's Land Production 7. Land Production 7 on Instagram. And this is my last one, bro. Shout out to my brother, my Smooth brother, Smooth Inc. Started at Morgan State 2009. Shout out to my brother Daquan Lawrence. I looked up to him since I started in Morgan State until now. He's holding an event, a Young Scholar Symposium on Diversity and International Relations. It is for DC public students, high school students, 9 through 12, and it's something big. It's for the youth, for the DC youth. So come support all of my good men, because there are a lot of great things going on.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, one quick thing I want to add. This week was 7 years since Katie's 66, point game with the Rucker.
Right, fact.
And I know you deal with your street in like street ball. Like, explain, like, can you imagine how crazy that'd be if that had happened here? Yeah,
so speak street ball. Shout out to the Watts Basketball League. I help do the social media with that.
Man,
shout out to my good man Kenny. My good man
I saw
Kenny.
Fat Trail was there, man.
Yesterday he did his thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Showcase some of his new music.
Yeah, man. Finally Free just dropped.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to the Watts Street Ball League, my good man Kenny and Block. Shout out to y'all, man. But that would be crazy. See somebody make like maybe LeBron coming down to DC, come to the Watts Street Ball League and put on a show and just
that would be wild.
It would also be wild. What's that guy name? Domo Rowe. Have him come out, come play for Sam's Ballers, or, the Drew All-Star. Shout out to my good man Boo Jackson and them. Come out there. I might drop a humble, 60? That's humble for me. 60, about 10 assists. I get some blocks because I got a motor. I don't stop running.
60, 10, and 5 blocks?
And I can coach at the same time. Bill Russell.
All right.
But that would be crazy. I remember they had Kobe coming out. They had one when he went to Rucker Park on YouTube. He went crazy. I would love.
Yeah, Vince Carter.
Julius Erving did something like that. So Kobe, that's the guy. I would love to see Gilbert come down and watch right now. Not anybody.
That'd be lit. That'd be lit.
That would be so lit.
I think he could put up 30.
Put up 30?
30.
I think he could too. He still was a professional.
30. Like, he get a rhythm, it's a wrap.
Who would you love to see, like, player come down and hoop in a street ball league just for the community? Something like James
Wall
Harden.
would be dope.
Wall would be dope, especially in the DC community.
Yeah, Wall would be dope. You mentioned Gilbert. That'd be solid.
I think Harden would be the most amped up, just his offensive game, the way he do things. That would be crazy. Or Embiid, just because he's a character.
That would be dope. So I mean that's cool. So let me get my shout outs. I want to shout out my girl. It's her birthday today.
Shout out, good man.
Yeah, I gotta hold it down for the faithful black men. We out here.
Definitely.
We elite.
All black men are faithful. Don't let them fool you.
Amen. So shout out her. What else, man? Shout out my man Primo Rice. I just interviewed him.
Really, I love his music.
Yeah, I just interviewed him yesterday. We got to chop it up. I'm editing it as we speak, and that should be coming out hopefully Monday. So look out for that on 1,000 Jumpers, all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher, all that good stuff.
Yep.
So look out for that. Again, more merch coming soon. We just finalized the design, so just be patient. We're going to drop that very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out all the journalists that we know up in Detroit, NABJ. I wish I could be there, but unfortunately, we holding it down right here.
Yep.
We're going to be there next year in
Definitely.
Miami, though.
No questions. And when they come to
um,
D.C., hopefully soon.
Yeah, and when I come in with 2020, actually, it's going to
That'll
be here.
before we know it.
So definitely shout out all of them. And give a special shout out A&T because we won chapter of the year.
Shout out to them.
You know, I'm just saying we out here being great every single day. So again, shout out all my people. Just thank you guys for watching and tuning in. I know I have some viewers. I think Wilson actually wrote some questions, but my iPod died, so it is what it is. But
Shout out
thank
to
you for
Wilson.
watching the mailbag. My co-host and my guy, Domo Rowe.
Domo Rowe.
And I'm here, Jerrell, but we just signing out. So thank you so much. Peace.